Hi and welcome to the Azam Sharp channel on YouTube. I'm your host Mohammad Azam, and a lot of people have been emailing me that they really want some screencasts regarding the jQuery mobile websites. So they want to create mobile website using jQuery mobile. So here we go. We are going to start a new screencast category for jQuery mobile or creating mobile websites using jQuery mobile framework. Now, why jQuery mobile and not 100 other frameworks? Well, jQuery mobile is very mature. There are a lot of plugins available for jQuery mobile, and also the community around it is very, very huge. So if you're stuck in a problem, there's a very good and a very high chance that you will be helped and you will figure out the solution. All right, so let's get started. We're going to get with the HTML tag, of course. You can use any editor that you want. I'm just using Atom Editor from GitHub, I guess. Head, body, okay. And if you're wondering that, hey, what's the difference between a responsive design versus creating a separate mobile website? Responsive design is when basically you have to think about the responsive design before creating the website, all right, the desktop version of it. So if you already have a desktop version and you want to create that responsive, it will be very, very hard because the responsive design, the mobile code as well as the desktop code, they exist in the same place. While on the mobile website, the mobile code exists separately from the desktop code, so you can deploy it separately. All right, each has different benefits and each have different advantages and disadvantages, and I highly recommend that you go ahead and do some reading before starting to say that, okay, I'm going to go with responsive design versus the mobile website. So here we go, we have the head tag. Now we are using jQuery mobile, so we will need some sort of a CSS and scripts from the jQuery mobile, no problem. We're just going to add that over here. It doesn't really have to be HTTPS. I'm only using HTTPS because I'm actually hosting it on Dropbox. All right, so let's go ahead and refresh it. And what we're going to do is we're going to wait and watch all of these things downloaded. Now I'm using Chrome browser, and one of the great things about the Chrome browser is that you can emulate the Chrome browser to run as an Apple device or as a Nexus device, as a BlackBerry, Amazon Kindle, iPad, and all that stuff. All right, so basically you click on this guy over here, and then you say emulate. Now, if you are using the latest or the new version of Chrome or the developer tools that are over here, then you might see something onto the left of elements like a phone, a mobile phone, and once you click on it, it will automatically convert, kind of like an easy access if you're using the latest version of the developer tools. Okay, so what we're going to do now is, so we have the style sheets ready. The next thing is that page. Now everything in jQuery mobile relates to a page. All right, so if your website or a mobile website consists of different pages, this is what we mean, that this is one page. All right, there we go, this is one page. Now a page can have a header, so you can say data role header. Here we go, and then we can say h1, h1, and we can say header over here. A page will have a content, so we are going to assign a class to it, and this class will be UI content, and we're going to close this out. Just going to array content, and of course a page can have a header, a footer, which can be data role footer. And then here we go, footer. All right, let's go ahead and refresh the page. Now you'll see that it's not really, okay, we get the header, but where is the heading that we wrote, and where is the heading for the footer? So if I move this over here, you'll see the heading over here that's in the center. So for some reason it's not really scaling properly to basically resizing properly for the mobile device. All right, so we need to really fix that. And of course, this will be in. And all of these things, if you go to the jQuery mobile website, click on the demos, you will see all of these things. I mean, all of the syntax, you can say view source, you can read about it. It's very well maintained over there and very quick. I mean, it's all you have to do is to add few tags and your normal HTML elements will behave differently. Now, to get rid of this, to fix this issue, because, let me actually show you also, if I run it in a browser, in a Apple simulator, and this is the correct way, this is what it will look like right now, all right, which is pretty bad because it's not scaled up, it's very, very small, hardly anyone can read it. What we're going to do is we are going to add a viewport tag in the head, which tells it to scale it and to fit it properly for the mobile device. So let's go ahead and refresh it a couple of times, basically, because I'm saving it to Dropbox and it's not really refreshing it at this point. Here we go. So this is now how it will look. Now this is much better. Let's go ahead and refresh it over here. There we go. You can see it's perfectly fit. Header, footer, content, really nice, right? And this is on the actual iPhone simulator Xcode, using Xcode, so you can see it works correctly. One of the things that I've noticed, and maybe we will find out as we move to the different phases of this series, is that it is always a good idea to test it on the native simulators. Well, the best or ideal situation will be if you can test it on a device. Now, I know you cannot really test it on all the devices because there are so many Android devices and now also quite a few of iPhone devices. If you are wondering that, hey, it's just an HTML page, it will look the exact same in all of the devices, right? Wrong. It will look different, believe it or not. In my current project that I'm doing at work, we have been testing on a lot of devices, and mainly Android devices are showing a lot of issues because they're not consistent. They're not producing consistent look and feel, even on the same device. Like Samsung Galaxy S4 is different from Samsung Galaxy S3. Weird? Yes, it is weird. Most probably that's because they are using different versions of the WebKit. But anyway, just make sure you test it on a device. If you're starting out, then make sure that you are testing on the Chrome browser like I am. You can change this to whatever, Nexus 5 and all that, and refresh it. And now it will be kind of like running on Nexus 5. You can do, let's say, iPad or something, iPad mini and all that. So you can do all of those things. But of course, the best is if you have a real device, which is not really possible since there are so many. The next best will be to run it on the simulator like I'm doing. So that's pretty much it. I hope you liked this screencast. Let me know if you liked it so I can actually make more of these mobile websites using jQuery screencast and host it on my channel on YouTube. If you do like it, give it a thumbs up or like, and put it in the comments what you want to see for the next screencast. Thank you very much. Have a great day.